What up, YouTubers? This is your boy M. Carter back with another segment of the SmackDown Live Report. It was a really good show tonight. They gave us four really good matches. The program did start off with a disappointment. I was disappointed that Naomi relinquished the women's title, the SmackDown women's title, with this ankle injury. I'm thinking that it's WWE pulling a ruse, making her give up the title because they want Alexa Bliss to go into WrestleMania as the champion and maybe have a story angle with Naomi going into WrestleMania as challenger and winning the title back in her hometown of Orlando, Florida. So we'll see. But I was disappointed. I think if you give Naomi the championship, allow her to make her run. Don't take the cheap way out of taking the title away from her. But we'll see. Maybe the injury is real. So I'm not going to play conspiracy theorist here, but I think it's kind of a shrewd on us, a ruse, and they're just taking the title away from her. But for the consolation prize, we did get Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. I thought that was a really good match. I'm glad Alexa did win the match. I think she has a little bit more charisma than Becky right now. She's a little bit on fire. And so I thought it was a good idea to have her win the belt. I'm thinking that they're going to have her face Naomi in Orlando, Florida at WrestleMania. And Naomi will end up winning this title back at WrestleMania. So I'm thinking that they just rewriting the storyline to use the ankle injury as a way to get Alexa back the title and then have it redone in Orlando, Florida, where Naomi will come out on top. So hopefully they'll give Naomi the push that she deserves. I think the crowd is really embracing Naomi now. And so we'll see what WWE does. The next match was a Falls Count Anywhere match between Nikki Bella and Natalya. Really good match, really competitive. I did like the back and forth that these two had. Nikki Bella looks amazing with her wrestling skills. I always thought she was one of the best wrestlers on the roster, period. She had a nice run as champion, and so now they're kind of putting her in these small feuds. Basically the same storyline she had with Carmella, now she has with Natalya, and just I think lazy writing. But these two do put on a really good match. They do work well together. This match ended with Maryse coming and interfering. I don't understand the angle behind that. I understand why they had her do it, but they should have just let this feud end naturally with a legitimate winner. So I was a little disappointed that they took the cheat way out once again and having someone interfere with this match and not allowing it to play out with the clear-cut winner. So we'll see where they go from here. I think they're going to carry on this rivalry. But now you add Maryse into the mix, who is not really a competitor. She's really just the manager at this point. So maybe they're trying to give Maryse a push, get her back into action. She was a competitor at one time, I believe the women's champion at one time. So we'll see. We'll see what they do with Maryse in this storyline. But I don't like it. I kind of wish they would just push Nikki Bella back into the title picture. The SmackDown women's division is very thin, I believe. And I think Nikki Bella is one of the stars in the women's division as a whole. So I'm hoping that they'll push her eventually back into the title picture because she was a really good champ before the brand split and she was on Raw. She was a really good champ and holds the record for having the longest reign. So we'll see what they do. The next match was American Alpha versus Breezango. Really wasn't an entertaining match. American Alpha disposed of those guys pretty quickly. And I think this was just a promo for the Usos to come, which did an awful promo. I think the Usos need a lot of help. It seemed like one of the brothers was really high-pitched, sounded like a high-pitched cry. I mean, it was just awful, man. These guys had an awful promo. And so I don't think this rivalry between American Alphas and the Usos is really going to be something that's going to really spark the interest of the WWE Universe. I think this is going to be a push to get the Usos back the SmackDown tag titles. So we'll see. I'm not really that interested in this. I would like to see the Usos have another run, but with this tough exterior right now, I don't think the promo side they've caught up with. It was a really bad promo, really poorly done by the Usos, and American Alpha didn't really just say nothing. So this was just the Usos' time to shine, and I don't think they captured it. I think they need help with the promo side of things. So we'll see what they do next week and leading on to WrestleMania for their shot at the tag team titles. And so the last match of the evening was the 10-man elimination match to see who will go into WrestleMania as the number one contender and face Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. This match was okay. It had its high points, some dull moments. John Cena was eliminated from this match by The Miz, who was already previously eliminated, and he came back in, eliminated John Cena. I don't understand why they did that. They don't apparently seem to match well in the rivalry at this point, so I'm not seeing what the clear vision was for having him do that. And I don't understand how it was fair. John Cena was going back to the locker room saying, how is that fair? I agree with him. How is that fair that a man who's already been eliminated can come in and eliminate a guy who's actively participating still in the match? So anyway, the last two competitors left was AJ Styles and Luke Harper. WWE or SmackDown tried to replay the Bret the Hitman Hart and Lex Luger ending with both men touching at the same time, which was poorly timed. We could clearly see that AJ Styles touched first. They didn't go to the replay. They didn't do any of those things. So it was poorly done. Poor writing. Don't understand it. So Daniel Bryan comes out and says the two will fight next week to see who will be the number one contender. I just don't see how Luke Harper can win this match. Him and Bray Wyatt just don't seem like a selling main event for WrestleMania. It just doesn't seem like a main event that can sell. So I'm thinking that's going to be AJ Styles that's going to go over, and him and Bray Wyatt, who were the last two in the Elimination Chamber, will go into WrestleMania and fight for the WWE title unless they find some way to have Randy Orton turn his back on Bray Wyatt and reclaim this spot. Other than that, I don't understand where the direction is going. I don't understand why you would waste the Royal Rumble, and Randy Orton is not going to fight Bray Wyatt, and he's not going to claim his title shot that's rightfully due to him. It seems like you just wasted the Royal Rumble, which is a major event. And I just don't understand the direction they're going. SmackDown is normally the land of opportunity, normally had a lot of good directions, a lot of good ideas. They're pushing a lot of their superstars, kind of taking the lead on Raw as far as giving people a chance. And I'm just not understanding where they're going with the storyline. I think WWE really has their back against the wall right now, and they have to start some really deep creative writing as we lead into WrestleMania, or because at this point we're looking like we're about to head into possibly the worst WrestleMania in the history of WrestleManias. Clearly they only have one really main event, which we've already seen. It's already kind of predictable. I'm starting to think that Goldberg will end up winning the match kind of against Brock Lesnar, because I'm thinking that WWE has to have their WrestleMania moment. It's traditional at all WrestleManias that somebody in that last match will have their WrestleMania moment. So I'm wrecking my brain to see who is possibly going to have that WrestleMania moment. And I just can't see it right now. Brock Lesnar can't really have a WrestleMania moment. I'm thinking the only WrestleMania moment they have is Goldberg winning a title. And I just don't understand it. You got all these guys that's been working for the whole year, and you won't push them. You won't give them the opportunity to main event WrestleMania and have their moment. You rather give it to a guy who's a part-timer, and then your only real main event is Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. I just don't understand where you have another selling WrestleMania. Maybe you can get Undertaker versus Cena. I've seen some YouTube channels where they're pretty much describing certain matches that will be good sellers and good pay-per-view matches. But unless they make Cena and Taker happen, Brock Lesnar and Goldberg is all you really have right now that can be a huge selling match. Everything else is just, really doesn't move the meter for me, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't move the meter for the WWE Universe. So we'll see what they're doing. I don't understand what SmackDown's writing is going. I don't understand what they're doing. So we'll see with the Naomi situation. We'll see with this Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton situation, this AJ Styles and Luke Harper situation. So, it leaves much to the imagination. So we'll see. The SmackDown Live was okay. Wasn't bad. The matches were good, even though you only got 4. I've been to a SmackDown Live event, and you get a lot of airtime, a lot of dead time, and so that's why they have their 205 come right after. So if you go to a SmackDown event, you're only going to get a few matches, maybe 4 matches, and then you go right into the 205, which is on the WWE Network, but you get to see it live, the live taping of it. So that's why they add that for the third hour, because SmackDown only gets 2 hours, and Raw has 3 hours at the live event. So you get 2 SmackDown hours and then a 205, and they may throw in a SmackDown match that isn't aired. When I was at the live event a few weeks ago, we got Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin, which was never aired. So we'll see where WWE is going. But this is the SmackDown Live report, and we'll see you guys next week. This is your boy M. Carter. Peace. Subscribe, comment, let me know. I got some amazing videos out, and especially the Hall of Fame video. If you get an opportunity, check that out. I was real passionate about that, and I stand by that firmly. So if you get an opportunity, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm trying to build a channel. I'll get better at this. And I just truly thank y'all for the support, man. If you subscribe, if you listen, if you comment on the video, everything helps, man. So I appreciate it. It's your boy M. Carter. Take it easy. Peace.